fucking kill me, is what I said today when I fucking looked on Facebook and saw a new fucking hashtag trending called delete Uber. Gotta fucking love it, right? And, you know, the whole idea comes from this this idea that they're profiting off of these cabbies that are fucking protesting in support of Syrian refugees, which I'm all for refugees, but how dare the people at Uber want to make a fucking living, right? Fuck you. You wanna live? You wanna have a life? You wanna get money? Yeah, fuck you. There's refugees. Fuck you. You don't agree with my political views. So the article goes like this. The first line states that in classic Silicon Valley twist to the refugee story, scores of Twitter users rallied behind the hashtag delete Uber to protest the company's decision to continue operating while taxi drivers are staging a work slowdown during protests this weekend at JFK Airport. Well, fuck you. You guys want to continue to make a business? Fuck you. We gotta focus on them refugees. Instead of our own people. Fuck you. Uber's main competitor, Lyft, donated, $1 million to the ACLU, which, I support the ACLU, believe it or not, but, I also support people trying to make a fucking living. That's kind of an important thing. Money in a capitalist society. Wanting to make money in a capitalist society, who fucking knew? Who knew that was fucking important, right? Never would have guessed. But, so yeah, basically what's going on is, these fuckers are, everybody, is getting so pissed off and upset with Uber because, God forbid that they keep, doing their thing and doing their jobs, and trying to make money, while other people are protesting. You don't want to join the majority of, people protesting over something fucking stupid? Fuck you. You don't deserve that money. Fuck that. That's not cool. So that said, this also gives me kind of a bit of a segue to talk about Donald Trump, who fuck Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump's he's a cunt and a faggot and any other shitty name that you can call him in the book. I think he's a fucking moron. This whole ban on the Muslim ban is stupid, and I know it's erroneous to call it that, but that I'm calling it what it is in popular media. So I'm not trying to straw man. I say Donald Trump fucking hates Muslims. No, that I think I personally think that that's a stupid and erroneous claim. However, I do think that it's very, very much bullshit that the countries that he has banned immigration from are countries that don't have any ties to his business. Meanwhile, several of the countries that aren't banned, that are Middle Eastern, are they're companies they're countries that have some sort of tie with his business. Which, as a president, as an American citizen, I do not think that that's right for him to do that. Specifically because, if you are the president, I do not think you have the right to, distinguish, oh, hey, this is benefiting me, so, I gotta keep that going. But, those other things, fuck them, gotta do what I do. I do not think that that's fair. I think that, if you're going to ban one, ban them all, or better yet, don't fucking ban them all. Actually offer some sort of humanitarian aid. Which brings me into another point that I would like to quickly talk about, and that is a video that I had watched recently on YouTube or Facebook, one of the fucking million video sharing websites out there.
Nobly done.
But it was this man talking about how, America taking in refugees is, stupid because, it's not making that big of a difference. Okay, as someone who cares about human life and human dignity, even a million people, even helping a million people, that's still helping. It doesn't change the fact that it's humanitarian and that's helping at all. So, quick fuck you to that guy. And to the people that are, saying, oh, we shouldn't be taking in Syrian refugees because they might be a bomb. Okay. And the problem with that is, I feel as if, that fear is kind of overplayed and over manipulated by mainly the conservative media.
Be careful.
Sorry, I had to get a bit of a drink there. But, I feel like that concern's kind of is drastically overstated. But I do understand it, and I do think that we do need to work on, our screening process for that. And maybe instead of, offering shelter, how's about, we know the situation that's going on over there. Instead of, doing what we normally do, which is, sit over here, whine and bitch and moan, maybe we go and, do something about it, And, I do understand, that if we do that, then, that the liberal left is gonna scream and bitch and moan and go, oh, we're throwing American lives away and whatnot. And, yeah. But at the same time, this is actually something that is a threat. Granted, it's a threat that we created, but it's still a threat that I feel like we should address, with boots on the ground or...
The most powerful mages at this temple
anything,
conspire
basically.
against the Night
So,
Watchers. Show them
yeah,
how
there's
we
that.
deal with our enemies.
So yeah, that's really about it. Just figured I'd upload something here for talk something about something and kind of clear my mind a little bit. Especially with the bullshit political atmosphere that's been going on, and all this infighting and other dumb shit that has been, basically just bombarding, both me, both my news feed and my personal life, just shit that needs to really be fucking addressed, I don't know. I feel like, we as a country could totally fucking do better, but for some dumb reason we elected an Oompa Loompa as our president, and the other option was a screaming feminist witch who fucking, is so deluded in her shit that, she thought that she was the best candidate and, decided to rig the fucking election. So there's that, or at least the Democratic National Conference, thus fucking over the only viable option of Bernie fucking Sanders. But, what do I know? I'm just a fucking dumb liberal Nazi. Fuck yeah. Anyways, peace out, stay safe, and all that shit. Goodbye. Fucking kill me is what I said today when I fucking looked on Facebook and saw a new fucking hashtag trending called Delete Uber. Gotta fucking love it, right? And, the whole idea comes from this idea that they're profiting off of,